and I am talking with Greg from IGN, and this is the guy. This is the master. He knows all about video games. Now, of course, for a wrestling podcast, Curtain Jerks, I have to ask you, 2K games didn't show up this year. They didn't feature the WWE 14 game. I know a lot of my listeners and a lot of people are looking forward to it. And Greg from IGN here, were you looking forward to seeing that game as well?
Yeah, I really can't wait to see what they're doing. I mean, the whole thing about it, right, is that I was excited, and not because I didn't like THQ or I didn't like Ukes or I didn't like any of that, for someone to get a fresh take on the WWE license, right? But the thing I get about 2K is that they took really the crew that was already making the game. They still announced they're still working with Ukes. So even if it was here, I don't expect it to look that much different. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see what they're working on. I hope they give them more leeway, maybe more money, maybe more resources to get a different kind of game. But in the end, I still think it's going to look a lot like WWE 14 and 13 did.
As a longtime wrestling fan, what do you want to see? Which legends do you want to see? Who are some of your favorite guys?
I want to see all. I mean, like, the thing is, if they're smart, and they are, 2K's sports properties are incredibly smart. You know, they overthrew. They were so good at NBA 2K or whatever you want to call it, they scared EA into not putting out an NBA game for a few years. Right. So you imagine they did that by putting in Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson. I have to imagine the next game they're putting out is going to have Hogan, it's going to have Warrior, it's going to have all the classic 80s wrestlers people love, to get them to come back and be like, oh, I haven't played a wrestling game forever, but I want to be that. I want to be Stone Cold. I want to be Rock. You know what I mean? And now, granted, wrestling games have been doing that for a while. That's not a new thing. But 2K, maybe they put some money behind it. They do it in a different way.
Do you think it'll have Fandango in the new game?
You have to have Fandango in the game. Everybody sings the song. Everybody knows Fandango.
Everybody knows Fandango. I'm wearing my Fandango t-shirt. Yeah. People don't know who Fandango is here.
Oh, at E3?
Yeah, it's really sad. This is why 2K needs to be here.
No, no, you don't, because nobody will listen. I was in the war room when people were showing the new Madden and the new UFC and all this stuff, and all of my nerd friends and colleagues are just like, off on Twitter, off on something else. Twitter immediately went, oh man, wake me when the sports games are over, blah, blah, blah. They got to come to us.
They
preach to the faithful.
Preach to us. Preach to the man who's been chopped by Hulk Hogan.
That's right, and the Motor City Machine Guns.
Is that everybody? Because I know Hogan gave it to you. He gave it to you bad.
Yeah, Hogan did it 3 times. He went half speed the first time. Then I called him out for not being a man. Then he didn't hit me hard enough, he said the first time. He missed, he said, but he clearly hit me. And then he really went to town in that last one.
Oh, man. Well, I'm excited for games. I'm happy to talk to Greg from IGN. Greg, will you Fandango with me on the way out?
Yeah, sure. I just like the dates. I just like the dates.
Greg from IGN, Curtain Jerks.